So we're at the end of this wonderful conference. My name is Stephan Züchner. I'm a professor of human genetics at the University of Miami, United States. But I actually come from Germany, so I have a European background. So you're the 2 contest winners. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
For the poster contest. Do you want to introduce yourself first?
Yeah, so I'm Jihane Gadacha, a PhD student at Marseille Medical Genetics, so in Marseille, France. And I am currently working on Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease on the myasthenia gravis.
So hello, I'm Nathalie Bernard-Marissal. So I'm a researcher also at Marseille Medical Genetics. Actually, we are in the same team with Jihane, team leading by Valérie. And so I'm leading project on demyelinated CMT, but also axonal, and also focusing on gene therapy project.
Wonderful. So you're both from Marseille.
Yeah.
And that's a great coincidence that you won the prize, 2 prizes basically. What did you like most about this conference, the last 1.5 days?
For me, it was the contact with the patient. So as a student, I never met CMT patients in real life. So I heard a lot about it, and I wanted really to meet them, to discuss with them, to motivate myself, know that I work for patients to help them to find a cure one day. So that's it.
Yeah, for me it was quite the same. I would say it's also really important to understand the need of the patient, but also to understand, I would say, how we struggle also to be able to do our research, but to also be able to go to therapy based on our research. And I think it was really important to be able to discuss together in order to try to work together and to lift this workload.
To better organize our projects
based on the need of the patient.
So this was a conference where you bring European countries, organizations, patient scientists together. Do you feel that you achieved this goal? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years, maybe, in your careers towards working together in Europe on CMT?
So where do I see? So I hope also to lead my group soon. But the idea would be really to be able to do a lot of collaboration with a partner, and for that to really make some grand application together. And so that's what we talk about in this meeting. And also I hope that in a few years we will be really able to, I guess, to do some workshop, but maybe, in focusing on, for example, form of a disease or whatever, with all the specialists, and say, okay, we can, based on this, really do a grant application. And I think that together it will be really better than to find mechanisms and treatment for a disease. So I hope that in a few years we will do that.
Yeah, and for me, it helps me to really choose in what I want to work. So genetics, functional therapies. So it's all about CMT, but it's a lot of different fields. So it helped me a lot to learn more about the need in the CMT in general, CMT disease, to know where I'm gonna go in the next year for my postdoc.
So I'm Alexandre Méjat from a patient organization in France, and we had a very dense and very rich program during these 2 days. We haven't had to divide it in subgroup to work together. So what would you take home from these meetings, discussions, exchange with other researchers, patients, clinicians?
For me, I mean, one of the points is what we say a lot. So it's about data sharing, data accessibility to patients, to be able to, for the mobilization, to raise funding for all this treatment. So it's really, I hope that we will have now little clue by working together to be able to reach these goals.
Yeah, for me too, data sharing is a principal point, because I think we should share about or project or failed projects, to not waste time on something that don't work, and put funds on projects that are never been investigated.
So, Gia, you said you were relatively young in your career. So did you find this event a great opportunity to make contact and, as you said, to potentially think about the next step in your career?
Yeah. It was a great opportunity to meet the most known people in CMT. So it was a really great pleasure to meet all of them, because I can see them in the names on the papers. So I'm so excited to meet them and discuss about science and projects and all.
And the configuration of this meeting helped a lot, actually, because in scientific meeting, it's so big, there's so many people, sometimes it's difficult to catch the other researchers, so I think it's a very good place here.
Yeah. So patients, of course, talk a lot about therapy opportunities. There's no treatment today. And I think a lot will depend on Jihane, actually. Do you have some thoughts on where it's going to go with therapy development?
Maybe, yeah. I hope so. I want to go in therapy. I mean, it's the main goal to go to therapy. So, yeah.
From the basic science, I understand you're in a lab more based. I assume this is where we will do the first steps towards development. Are you involved in these kind of topics?
Yeah. I want to first try. I mean, in our team, it's a very translational mechanism. So we start from the patient, we have families, we do some functional studies to understand the mechanism underlying the disease, and then after understanding this, trying to develop therapies or biogenetic therapy or pharmacologic therapy. So yeah, the main goal is that's the therapy. So, but there is a lot of process before, and so all the part of it, I love it. So I'm just all the part of it. So.
From your clinical perspective, what do you think is needed to start clinical trial eventually, especially in France, maybe?
It's mainly funding, contact with industry, so be able to convince also, because sometimes, for example, also trying to develop some gene therapy approaches, and we always hear, yes, but CMT disease, compared to other disease, I mean, it can be mild, so maybe the balance, benefits with balance is not so high. So this is, I think, the main point, but the quality of life is really important. So for me, I see that in France there is now a lot more funding opportunities for rare diseases, and with the AFM Téléthon or Fondation Maladies Rares. So I hope it will really help us to make really the proof of concept needed then to go to clinical trials. And I guess that for that we also need, and we already have in Marseille, we are pretty lucky, a very good collaboration with clinicians also.
So if you or your PI would receive a call next week from a pharma company, do you feel you would be ready for a clinical trial?
Now I'm still in the process of proof of concept, so like a pilot study. So it's little bit early in the process, but I hope that in the following years it will be the goal and my dream. So we have to finish now.
No, I want to say, do you want to say something?
I think we saw during these 2 days really a network being built with all the different bricks, because as you said, not everyone is at the same step, but everyone shares the same goal to reach the therapy and the treatment to the patient. And I think we really saw this during the 2 days, all these bricks going from the data, the patient organization, the clinical research, the fundamental research, the therapeutical development, going to the pharma partners also being present and working with the rest of the community. So I don't know if it's a question. Yeah, I know what is the question. Will you be available for the second European meeting and ready to take place in this community we saw during the 2 days? Because once again, it was the first, clearly not the last.
Yeah, of course. We already, also be involved in the CMT France meeting, so of course the European one, sure, we will be here.
You're the next generation. Everyone is counting on you.
Thank you very much. We are looking forward to your next great posters at the next conference.
Yeah.
Great talk to you.
Thank you.